was that happened here just a few seconds ago?
Sure. Basically, a lot of officers are in the area because of the expected protesters. We're just making sure everybody can do this safely without any problems. So earlier tonight we had a couple of officers driving around in the area. What happens is they heard multiple shots fired, and then they went to investigate. They ran across a couple of people who were running down the street. They asked them what happened. Those two people said that they just had a shooting adjacent, just 2 blocks on the street here at 11th. When they got to the scene, one person was down. The officers asked what happened. That person had been shot in the leg. So they said, what happened? He said, I was just shot. He pointed to the person who shot him, who was still waving a gun at the time. Officers addressed that person and challenged him to put the gun down. He failed to put the gun down. We fired 1 round. We then took him into custody, and he's on the way to the hospital right now.
Where was he shot?
He was shot in the abdomen torso area. From what we can tell, they had nothing to do with any of the protesters. We believe it might be domestic in nature. So it might be domestic. They're both 2 white males. And so the white male shooter is in the hospital. The white male victim has an injury to his leg right now, which is being treated by EMSA crews.
And you guys have it blocked off at kind of several blocks in every
Correct.
direction.
Yeah, because of, we want to make sure that people understand this has nothing to do with the protesters. This is actually an isolated incident beyond that. But because it brings so much attention, we have to make sure that the officers can process a crime scene without anybody running on them right now. So we've got it blocked up just for a couple of blocks around it. We should be clear of the scene, hopefully within the next 20 or 30 minutes or so.
How was the man who was shot in the chest doing? Was he alert?
I couldn't give you his condition. It all happened just so quickly. So he's in the hospital. Hopefully we'll have an update on that shortly.
So can we confirm that this is an officer-involved shooting?
It is an officer-involved shooting, coupled with a shooting with intent to kill by the person that we shot.
How often is it that you find the suspect nearby, when you respond to situations like this?
It's hard to say. It was fortuitous this time because we happen to have officers in the area, and we just heard the shots. We got to the scene. We found the victim. The victim immediately pointed out to the suspect. We identified the suspect. We challenged the suspect who was holding a gun at the time. He was waving it around. He failed to put it down. We shot him 1 time. He dropped the gun. We then took him into custody.
Any other details that the public might want to be aware of at this time, especially with traffic blocked down here in downtown?
At this point, there's nothing else. We still have a lot of information we're processing, so we just want to make sure we let people know right away kind of what's going on because, there's a lot of tension in the air. So we want people to know that this is not related to anything else downtown. This is some isolated incident with 2 people that were having some type of dispute, possibly domestic dispute.
So would you say are protesters nearby at the Tulsa Police Department and they were over at the jail, their safety at this point?
So we're fortunate that because it is further from them, that stray rounds or anything like that, there weren't a lot of other people around. So we're not concerned about other people getting hit at this time. So safety is always a concern. We're just grateful that there wasn't a huge crowd around when this happened. There's very few people around when this actually happened. So it is unfortunate that anybody gets shot at all, but we're fortunate that it wasn't a much larger group of people that could have been injured. No problem.
Thanks.
Anything else?